In this Get Pregnant Now Quickie, we're going to discuss the one thing that could make or break your chances of having a baby, depending on this one choice.
Welcome to the Finally Get Pregnant Naturally podcast, the podcast helping women identify the real reasons you haven't conceived or stayed pregnant so you and your partner can finally grow the family of your dreams. I'm your host, Dr. Katie Wood. Let's dive in, shall we?
3 things you'll get from this episode. By the end of this Get Pregnant Now Quickie, you'll understand why fear and doubt are completely normal after a long fertility journey. And you'll learn how staying in the wait and see mode or not changing anything can quietly delay answers you actually need, and how you can reframe root cause testing as informed action steps, not a guarantee, and why that matters for your fertility. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Most women or couples may have some level of hesitation to invest in root cause testing for their fertility. And this isn't because they're lazy or uncommitted, it's because they're burnt out. They're emotionally guarded. They're tired of being hopeful and then disappointed. Maybe that sounds like you and your journey so far. Because when you've already tried supplements, dietary changes, lifestyle changes, acupuncture, IVF, or IUI, and you feel like you've been doing everything right, your nervous system and your subconscious anchors in this one thing. Hope feels unsafe. So your brain tries to protect you. Your subconscious mind, your ego tries to protect you by saying, let's not get our hopes up. What if this is another dead end? I can't afford to be wrong again. But here's where this becomes a fertility saboteur. When you are avoiding or delaying root cause testing because you're unsure if it will, quote unquote, work, what usually happens instead is this. You end up staying on the same supplements just in case. You keep repeating the same protocols. You're waiting for your body to magically change without having new information or making any intentional changes. And you rely on labs that only tell you what's normal and not actually what's optimal for conception. And then sometimes months or maybe even years pass you by. And it's not because you didn't care, it's because you froze in fear, which prevented you from taking forward motion. So, something to think about is root cause testing isn't a promise, it's a compass. And this is a reframe that I want you to really sit with. Root cause testing is not saying this will 100% get you pregnant. It is saying, let's stop guessing and start listening to what your body has been trying to communicate with you. And testing doesn't mean that you failed or that you missed something obvious or that your body is broken and it needs to be fixed. All it means is your body is complex. Fertility is layered. And surface level answers so far for you have not been enough because information creates direction. Direction creates confidence, and confidence calms your nervous system. And a regulated nervous system is foundational for fertility. I talk about that all the time. So let's also talk honestly about guarantees because this is where the fear is really living. And here's the truth. Nothing in life is guaranteed. So why would your fertility be any different? Because nothing in fertility is guaranteed. Not supplements, not cleaning up your diet, not functional testing, not even that IVF cycle that you have to invest most of your savings for. Most women or couples are spending $25,000 to $30,000 on a single IVF cycle, knowing that it may not work. It may take multiple rounds. So multiply that amount. And it does not address why your body struggled in the first place. Yes, IVF can be an incredible tool, but also it's not a guarantee. Root cause testing isn't about empty promises. It's about getting data instead of guessing. It's about asking and actually answering questions like, is inflammation blocking implantation? Are infections, gut imbalances, or nutrient deficiencies being missed? Is your body in a stress or survival state that no amount of technology can override? Even the most advanced fertility treatments aren't guaranteed and work best when the body is supported at a foundational level, when it's supported at the root. And if nothing else, exploring the root cause of your fertility struggles will, in the very least, create an abundant level of health and vitality for you and likely prevent chronic conditions for you down the road. And here's the honest truth. For many women and couples, the fear isn't actually about the investment. It's about, what if I finally know what's going on and it's bad? Or maybe I'm afraid or not willing to make the changes that I need to. And what if I do this and I still don't get pregnant? What if I'm running out of time? Avoiding answers can feel safer than facing them sometimes, until the not knowing becomes heavier than the knowing. So instead of asking yourself, what if this doesn't work? Try asking, what is it costing me not to look deeper? It's costing you time, energy, money, trust in your body, and possibly it's costing you your future baby, which really, really makes my heart feel heavy because I don't want anyone to miss out on their opportunity to improve their fertility so they can create the family of their dreams just because they're rooted in fear and doubt in terms of investigating the root causes of why they haven't been able to get pregnant. That's exactly why I do what I do, is to help people move beyond that, to actually get answers. So let's recap today's quickie. Being afraid to invest in your fertility in root cause testing is a trauma response. Staying in uncertainty and not changing anything will only delay clarity on what your body needs. And testing is not about guarantees, it's about getting out of the dark and finding real answers. And here's a message that I really want to leave you with. You don't need any guarantee to move forward. You just need enough faith to take the next step. And sometimes the next step is simply choosing information over fear. And choosing to look deeper is actually one of the most grounded, self-trusting decisions you can make on this journey, because you are quite literally advocating for your future family. So if this episode resonated, sit with it, breathe with it, tap into your intuition, and you will know what your next step should be. And remember, this hesitation isn't wrong, but it also doesn't have to hold you back, because you deserve answers, you deserve clarity, and you deserve the support that goes deeper than your doctor telling you everything looks normal and they don't know why you can't get pregnant. Okay? This is my personal invitation to you. If you are ready for clarity, for answers on what's really blocking your pregnancy, and you want to know what are the next steps I can take to boost my fertility right now, then book your free fertility strategy call. On this call, we can map out your personalized plan so you can finally grow the family of your dreams. I do not want you to feel held back or frozen in fear. The link is in the show notes. I can't wait to connect with you. Book your call today. Thank you so much for listening. Have a gorgeous day, and I'll see you on our next episode, released every Tuesday and Thursday.
Are you ready to finally discover why you haven't been able to get or stay pregnant? The Ultimate Fertility Blueprint is a quick, insightful quiz designed to reveal your overall capacity to conceive and help you discover potential root causes and areas to address to improve your fertility so you can finally get and stay pregnant. You'll find the link in the show notes. As a quick reminder and disclaimer,
This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your doctor or healthcare provider before starting any new supplement or protocol, especially if you're actively trying to conceive or undergoing treatment.